What's up, you guys, and welcome back. I'm super excited to have you here today to talk about my mental health journey, specifically how I learned what mental health was and how I learned to take care of myself. You might call this adulting 101, but truthfully, this information that I'm going to share with you in this video is exactly how I broke having cycles of depression, really helped cure my PTSD, and honestly, y'all, my anxiety has gotten so low that I barely remember that I have it. And I want you to also know this is part 2 of the whole series. So make sure that if you have not seen the last video, cue it up to watch next. You can watch this one first. You really don't have to have them in order, but I want you to get all the information so that hopefully it can help you in your life. And finally, for my OGs, you guys know that the only reason I show up on social media, literally at all, is to be of service to you. So make sure you watch to the very end to see how you get mentored weekly by me for free. Now, let's get to the real tea. The truth is, y'all, I came from immigrant communities, Black communities, communities of faith, you name it, none of whom had a framework for mental health being real, period. Not just like, oh, you know, here are the steps to how you have a healthy mental ecosystem. Here's tips for your emotional health, you name it. No, it was thug it out, be strong enough, pray it away, you name it. Now, I just want to say this is not by any means to shade my communities. My communities, y'all, our communities, there's so much richness in them. And the truth is, the reason why our communities didn't have frameworks for mental health and understanding of mental health is because we were chronically and systemically denied healthcare. We were denied the education, the healthcare, the resources, you name it, to actually do something about the trauma we'd experienced. So I really believe it's a coping mechanism. It is not like joyful ignorance. It's not people being evil or not wanting you to get better. It's truthfully because our communities for generations were denied it. And on the flip side, we have had so many conversations about mental health and well-being now that our generations are the one that get to change that narrative. And with that, I'm going to share with you how I'm changing mine for myself, my family, and hopefully just being one small part of your story too. Now, in the last video, we talked about how I lost myself. In my TED Talk, we talked about how I really understood that mental health was not a game. But I want to just give you some tactical, practical tips for how you can figure out your well-being situation. So, the first tip that I give to any and everybody is that you have to get to know yourself. Not the idea of yourself, not other people's projections of who you are. You have to get to know you in real time. What I mean is that you have certain things that you like, you have things that irritate you, you have things that break your heart, you have things that light you up. You have real information about yourself that you can learn if you give yourself the time and space. Now, the best way to figure out who you are is to spend time by yourself. I know people are gonna be like, what? Spend time by myself? Who does that? No, I really mean it. Spend time by yourself, and I don't mean on social media doom scrolling. I mean, go out to eat by yourself. Get quiet enough to hear what it is you like. Read books to see what you like, what you pull to and what you don't. Look at fashion, y'all. It could literally be anything you're interested. Try to experience it by yourself and just notice who you are. Notice how you react to it. And that is going to start giving you the pieces to put together and create your roadmap or blueprint of who you actually are and who you want to be. The next thing that I really, really want to emphasize that you do is to figure out what it is you want. So you know who you are. Now you have to move to, what do you want? And you know what I mean by that is, what do you want in your life? Like when you look at all the chapters of your book, the book that is you, what do you want the story to have said? What are the things you want to see, the people you want to love, the places you want to go, the things you want to have, the feeling that you want to live your life from? How do you want the quality of your life to feel, to look, sound, smell, you name it? How would you design your life? Now, you look at where you are, you look at where you want to be, and that distance is the work. Then you jump ahead and you figure out, you know who you are, you know what you want, then you figure out how do you want to get there. Now, when you think about how you want to move, how you want to navigate the world, they're going to be basically, your values are going to show up. They're going to be values that you lead with, that you live from, that are going to help you understand how do you want to get it. So for me, for example, I'm someone who believes in freedom of time. I'm someone who deeply wants my family to enjoy their one lives without staying on the hamster wheel of work to survive and survive to work. So because of that, I understand we need a certain level of resources, aka money or wealth, in order to buy our time. And because of that, I understand that I want to have my family enjoy our time. I need resources to do that. And I still want to live with the values of family connection. So it means that I want to build wealth without hustle culture. That's crazy, right? Like when you start to understand who you are, what you want, and how you want it, it materializes into something very real, very specific. Now, I've said this as like a small little coaching exercise, but it goes back to your mental health. When you are not in alignment with who you are, when you don't know what you want or aren't taking steps to get it, and you don't know how you want to do so, it creates the internal friction between where you are and all of the shoulds, all of the coulds, and it creates a kind of dissonance that honestly hurts. It hurts, and it creates different forms of anxiety, it creates forms of depression, you name it. Now, there are other things related to health that affect your mental health, like your gut health, how much you sleep, how much water you drink. Of all the external things that do affect your health, especially your mental health, I truly believe that this one element, the alignment with who you are, what you want, and how you want to get it, the alignment or lack thereof is one of the biggest contributors to how you feel mentally. And so, when I think about my mental health journey and what might be helpful for you, it's really that I had to figure out who I was, what I want, and how I wanted to get it, and then actually go do those things. I had to actually do the work of looking at all the expectations that have been placed on me since birth, from family, school, culture, friends, myself, in reaction to all these other people's expectations. I was taking the projections other people had of me, swallowing them whole, believing they were my identity, and trying to live like I was wearing someone else's clothes. It didn't fit. So once I realized what the fit was, and I stopped doing a whole lot of other things that I felt obligated to do even though I didn't want to, y'all, it gave me a kind of freedom that I wouldn't trade for the world. There's literally nothing I would trade that freedom from. And it's the freedom of being at peace mentally. I was at war in my own head with myself, feeling like the list of shoulds, the list of coulds, I wasn't measuring up to them. And I wasn't because I didn't want to, but I didn't know that. So, I've listed a few other things like checking your gut health, making sure you check your hormones, like you can go to a doctor for those, making sure you sleep well, you hydrate properly, and you eat in a balanced way. Those are also super important. And the mental wellness part of how you view yourself, you can do sitting right where you are. So if you're interested in any of this, or if this is something that you would like more help with, check the description bar because I've left you a little gift on how you can get more information and how you can get mentored by me on a weekly basis on these exact kinds of topics. So with that, I'm gonna close out this video for today, but make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell because I've got another video coming for you real soon, and I don't want you to miss it. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll catch you in the next video.